Hello everyone, how are you? Dollar Currency 21 is here again. This is our Twitter account. Go and follow us. There is a lot of educational content in our account. And in our recent post, you can go and register on the OrangeX exchange, and with deposit you can make money. Okay, so let's jump into the chart. This is Bitcoin realized price, and as you can see, whenever Bitcoin was nearing to this ribbon, we will go back to the upside. Okay, so currently it's around $53,000, and the price of Bitcoin is $60,000. Is really unlikely if Bitcoins go below that level. Okay, so you can say that currently we are in a DCA mode. If you want to make generational wealth for your kids. Okay, so uh, considering that, jumping into the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, this is a 200 weekly moving average, and price is already touching this moving average. Okay, uh, in the past, when we touch it, um, it was the end of the bear market. Okay, you know that around here we had Luna crash. Okay, and after that we had FTX situation. Okay, and several weeks after that we formed the base and we started the bull run. Okay, so yes, we can go lower than that. Okay, but you have to know that no one actually uh, uh, is able to predict what is the bottom of each cycle. Okay, uh, unless you be in a you be part of the Trump, for example, um, insiders. Okay, uh, to me, when I see the charts, uh, I prepare myself for the worst case scenario, and after that, I will start to build my portfolio based on that. Okay, so what's the worst case scenario in Bitcoin chart? The worst case scenario to me is some bad news like the collapse of a major company. Okay, or for example something like the news of the next recession. Okay, coming the news of the next recession, or for example the continuation of the blockade of the Hormuz. Okay, so these kind of news could have a negative effect on Bitcoin. Yes, but how much? To me, from the current price of the Bitcoin, it could go another $10,000 or another $20,000 lower. Okay, but when you consider the target for the next bull run, it's definitely higher than $120,000. So even if we are wrong and this is not the bottom of the Bitcoin and Bitcoin wanted to go lower than that, okay, for example, testing the 50K or 40K, okay, this is actually the correct zone for building your portfolio. You can buy here, for example, one step, okay, and when Bitcoin goes down to 50K, you can go and buy another uh, part of your portfolio. Okay, and when Bitcoin goes to 40K, which is highly unlikely, okay, you can go and all in on Bitcoin. Okay, and you can build a really good portfolio for the next bull run this way. Okay, so here, okay, if we consider this as a massive sideways movement, okay, you can see that we currently touched the liquidity below these sideways, okay, uh, uh, and before that on 2025 hunted the liquidity above this sideways, okay. So both liquidity up and down of this sideways is already taken out, okay. So we can expect hovering here and move upside to the 130k for Bitcoin, okay. And this could be the potential target for the Wyckoff pattern, okay. And after that we can expect another downside for Bitcoin, okay. This is really highly unlikely, okay. But even if this is the case for us, okay, you can build your portfolio here, okay, put your stop loss around 35 36, okay, and you put your target around this Wyckoff pattern, okay. So even if the target of the next bull run will be around $130,000, which is really low, okay, it's definitely going higher than that, okay, your risk to reward ratio is 2.7, which is really good, okay. So uh, if we wanted to move based on the uh, past uh, having cycle, okay, you can see that every time this is an indicator, okay. So every time uh, we were in a DCA mode, okay, it tells you to start your position here, okay. And whenever it goes to the taking a profit, it giving you a signal to exit the market, okay. It happened here on 2015, it happened here on 2019, it happened here in 2022, okay. And I think we will see in next months or 2 months, okay, the signal of the DCA will be appear here, okay. Note that all of these indicators usually showing you uh, the signals with a delay, okay. So I'm a little rushing here, okay, about the signals, but I don't think we go lower than 40k here, okay. So probably we will see something like this, okay. uh, in if we go sideways, okay, until September we will see something like this and formation here, okay, something like this, and we will move forward, okay. But if the bad case scenario gonna to happen, okay, we will see another downside to 40k, maybe 38k, okay, and then building the upside bull run, okay. In both of these scenarios, it doesn't matter that you're buying Bitcoin on 60k or you're buying Bitcoin on, for example, 50k or 40k, okay. The target is higher than $130,000, okay. And in both of these scenarios you will be a winner, okay, in a long term, okay. So uh, if we're checking the RSI on a 3-day time frame, you can see that currently the RSI is below the 30, okay, which is showing that it's in a oversold situation, okay. The last time was here and we moved down to 20%, okay. So it's in a zone that you can say that we are gonna start to build the bottom and the base of the next bull run, okay. For example, here when we touch it here after the Luna crash, okay, you can see that the RSI went down here, okay, and after that the RSI goes up and we goes more down. We saw more downside, okay. Is clearly formed a is clearly here formed a divergence, okay. Is clearly formed a divergence, so we could look for a similar divergence in the next months or next 2 months, okay, to start your DCA and start your building your portfolio, okay. For example, you can see something like this, okay, and the price, for example, if it goes sideways or if it goes lower than that, okay, around 30k, okay, you could see something like this, lower prices on the RSI, on the price, and higher levels, for example, something like this on the RSI, okay, something like this, for example. And in this case, you can say that, yeah, this is the bottom, we formed the base, and we are ready to go to the next phase, which is a bull run, okay. So be prepared for both scenarios. It doesn't matter, it goes sideways, it goes downside. If it goes downside, you can go and buy more. If it goes sideways, each week you can buy a little more BTC and add it to your portfolio, okay. Here as you can see, we had a high, low, higher, high, lower, low, which is a liquidity structure here, okay. And after this structure, when we broke it with a really good candle, you can say that, yeah, the BOS is confirmed and we formed a BOS. BOS means break off a structure, okay. When you have a confirmed and valid BOS, you can look for order block here, okay. If you go to the lower time frame, you can see the first order block will appear here around 59,000, around 62,000 to $59,000. This is a valid order block, okay. We already broke it to the downside and touch it, okay. I bought my first step here, okay. I'm already in the Bitcoin, okay, so I bought my first step here. But the fact that we broke it to the downside and touch it, it means that we will go lower than that, okay. So if you didn't buy Bitcoin yet, don't worry. I think we will hover this for a side. We will hover in this zone for a sideways for a couple of weeks, okay. Or in a bad scenario, we will go lower than that and we will test the next order block. The next order block is here around 53k to 56k, okay. And note that the Bitcoin realized price is already inside that order block, which is adding to the confluence of the support for Bitcoin in this area, okay. So my second step to buy Bitcoin will be here, okay. And your first step, if you didn't buy it yet, could be around here, okay. And in a really bad case scenario, which is the war is going on and continues and the recession is coming, and for example MicroStrategy is starting to sell Bitcoin, which is a apocalyptic situation, and I don't think that happen, okay. Bitcoin can go and test this level, okay, around 38 to 42k, okay, and I will sell my kidney and buy Bitcoin if Bitcoin tests these levels, okay. I don't see this happen, but if it happens, you have to go and buy your Bitcoin in a really aggressive mode, okay. So my scenario is this one, okay. But even if Bitcoin goes down and we hover this, okay, and for example building something like this, it doesn't matter, I'm going to buy Bitcoin inside these zones as well, okay. I hope you enjoyed this show. See you later.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette.